Okay, so we are writing extended rule to um, concatenate values of all d's that that is present in the first b, first c, first e element. Okay, so I was explaining you the how we use count function, right? So I have explained you how to use the count function in the previous session. So count function is a function which we can use to count the number of occurrence of an element or of a group or of a record in the input file. Okay, so I'm using count function to count the number of occurrence of d. Okay, and right now it will be first b, first everything first. Okay, first b, first c, first e, and inside this first e how many d's we have. So if you want to find that, you can use the count method. So my condition is ready, do while do, and then we have begin end. Okay, my expression will change from this to this, x equals to this, x plus. Okay, and it will 1 1, and this will be count d. And before I exit the loop, I have to say count equal to count plus 1. Okay, okay. So now listen what see carefully what I have done. I'm using the count variable on the last element, last field. Why? Because I want to concatenate values of, I want to access d, these d elements. Okay, so I will access this and I will access this value of this plus value of this. Okay, so first time when this loop will execute, value of count will be 1, so I will able to access this value, right? And then in the next iteration, it will be count plus 1, so it will be 2. So because of that, I will able to access this value. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, let me run this for you. Value of, so see, x1, value of x is the value of x. Oh, hold on, let me make it more nicer and good for you. X equals to, okay, right. Now one more thing, because we are here, and to explain you that why I have value of x here entered here, why I cannot just make it blank. So the problem is, if an element does not have a value, okay, if an element is blank, your map editor skip it. Okay, it means your map editor will not read that element, and it will not also execute the extended rule on that element. Okay, so if I remove this value, right, my extended rule that I am writing on the x element will not be executed. So that is why I'm writing some value here. Okay, but I will make it blank before I will remove whatever value x will have in the memory, right? by writing this statement, and before my loop is executed, so that I do not get a value of x d1 d2 something like that, right? So you will see the difference. Let me show you. Okay, see, you have d1 and d2, and which value is d1 d2? These two d. Okay, now say suppose I want to access all, concatenate all d's, I mean all d's which are in the first b, or say suppose I want to concatenate. Okay, I want to concatenate all d's, right? All d's which are in the first e, first c, but in all b's. So I want to concatenate this and this. Okay, b1, c1, e1. I want to concatenate these, right? d1 and d2. Beside this, I also want to concatenate d, 2, c1, e1, and d1. Okay, so if you want to do this, it means you have to use one more variable, one more index, and one more while loop. So how you will do this? Let me show you. I will take one more variable, counter, integer, count b. Okay, count b plus plus. Okay, oh sorry, count b equal to 1. Here I will say I have to now use one more while loop. Okay, while count b less than equal to 2, do what? Begin. Okay, and do what? Run this while. Okay, so this is begin and this is end. Okay, before I exit this loop, I have to say count b equal to count b plus 1. Okay, and I also have to reset my count b equal to 1. Okay, so now I have loop inside loop. Let's run this and let's see what happens. Okay, hold on. Cancel 1 second. I think I forget something. I'm not using my counter variable in the expression, right? Uh, I have to use the count b, right? This is my count b. Okay. So which index is for the b? First index is for the b, right? So I have to use here count b. Okay, so when the first time your outermost loop will run, that time value of counter will be, count b will be 1. So 1, and your d will repeat. How many times it will repeat? It will repeat twice, right? Then it value of count will be 2 for the second iteration for the outermost layer, so it will access the second element of B. Okay, so now you have D1, D2, and D4. So why you have D1, D2, and D4? See, D1, D2, and now you have D4 also. Because of the outermost loop, count V, right? We use the count V variable. So because of that, first time when your outermost run, value of count B was 1, and the second time when it ran, uh, index value of count B was 2. Because of that, these variables are accessed, right? So similarly, now you can write a counter for the C and then E and things like that, right? So you can make your example as complex as you want. Okay, so this is everything on the indexing, and I hope you have understand this concept, and it's not complicated. You just have to practice it, and at least you have to give your 100% attention for 1 or 2 days when you are doing practice. Okay, and this concept remains same for all file types: XML, positional, and everything else. Okay, so I think that's it for today, and that's it. Okay.